What is up guys, Shaddix here, and today I'm going to be showing you an in-depth guide on how to get Ting Lu, the Legendary of Ruin Dark Ground type. And we're going to be going over not only how to get to a seal, but also where to find all 8 of the stakes you're going to need to pull in order to obtain him, and what abilities you're going to need on your ride Pokemon in order to get them. So to start off with a seal, you're going to want to come to the Gracia Stones in the very back corner of the map. This will be behind the autumn-looking area right next to the Scarlet Trail. Now, from here, you're just going to go up these little pathways to kind of get all the way around. I don't believe you need any of the abilities on your Koraidon/Miraidon to get here. It's just a really long journey without them, so keep that in mind. So if you go ahead and follow the pathway that I am going to take, we'll be able to get there no problem. Now it's going to be on the other side of this river here, but you can actually just jump across on this little platform here. You don't actually need any abilities to get here whatsoever. So we're going to go ahead and come down into this little crevice and we're going to find a green seal. This green seal is going to have 4 chains on it. These chains are essentially telling you how many stakes are still in the ground. For every 2 stakes you pull, a chain's going to disappear, so if you're ever lost and forget how many stakes you've pulled, just go back to your door and take a look at how many chains are there, and that'll give you a pretty good idea of how many are left. Now for the first stake we're going to want to go to this watchtower right here. Now to get to these green stakes, I suggest having the climbing ability because a lot of them you're going to need it. Because for a lot of these, it's just going to make it really, really easy. I suggest doing this one after you've at least gotten all 5 of the Titans done, unless you just kind of go right for the 5th Titan, which would be incredibly difficult, but I mean, I guess it's still theoretically possible. Now you're going to want to go over to this waterfall. You may be able to get to this one by just kind of jumping your way down the very top of the mountain, but it would probably be very difficult to do so, so I still suggest you get the climbing ability before going after this sword. Now after we climb to the top of this waterfall, it should be to our right here. We should be able to see it. Yes, the green sword right on the other side here, next to this rock. Pretty easy to find, but pretty tough to get to without the climbing ability. Now for this next sword, you're going to want to come to this bridge here, just west of Medali. Just follow the path all the way down. So you're going to want to pass over this bridge, and you're going to find this weird cave-like thing next to this watchtower. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go over to where this lake thing is, and we're going to drop down. We can see the sword right down here. You won't actually need any abilities to get to this one. It, again, just takes a while, so you're going to want some of the basic ones, like your jumping, swimming, stuff like that. Now for stake number 3, we're actually going to go right up to where we just were in this cave thing. You will need the climbing ability to do this, but you can see there's a little green glow up here. And you're going to want to climb up here and grab this green sword in this weird little cave-like thing. Now you can drop down here from above, but it still takes a jumping ability and climbing ability at least to get to the top part of this. I believe there's a way you can finagle your way onto the rooftops in the Water Gym City and use the super jump to get up there, but it's not exactly easy to do, so you might as well just go ahead and wait to get that sword until you have the climbing ability as well. Now this next sword we're going to look at is right here in the middle of the lake. Well, not in the middle of the lake, in the southern part of the lake on this little rock here. You're going to come to this little island that has the Terra Belly Bolt on it, and you're going to see a sword right across the way there. Now, in order to get to this sword, you are going to need the climbing ability as well, because you cannot get up here any other way. So you're going to come up here with your climbing ability, and there's your next green sword. You do need the climbing ability for a lot of these swords, so it's just easiest to get them all once you've unlocked this ability. Now this next sword is going to be on the center island. For this, I believe you only need the super jump in order to get to it, but obviously again, the climbing ability makes it much easier. You're going to come to the top of this, and you should just be able to jump your way right across to this little sword at the edge of the island. Now for sword number 6, you're going to want to come to the east side of the lake over here by West Province Area 2. You're going to want to come to this very tip. There's going to be a giant rock here. There may even be a little raid den, but again, you guessed it, for this one, you're going to need the climbing ability. So you're going to want to climb up to this rock. There's going to be a tree, and then there is going to be a nice little green stake for you to pull out of the ground. So go ahead and pull that out, and that will be green stake number 6. So for sword number 7, we're going to want to come to the ruins that are right next to the Gracia stones that we started at when going for the green seal. And oddly enough, you don't actually need the climbing ability to get to this sword. You can actually get to it utilizing the jumping ability exclusively, which is a really nice change. So you're going to go around back, and the green sword, or stake, whatever you want to call them, is going to be stuck in the ground right here for you to go ahead and pull out. Now for sword number 8, you're going to want to come to the back of the Sakura Trail to the right side of this little happy face guy here. This one's a little weird. It's going to be up in the snow, actually, and in order to get to it, again, you're going to want the climbing ability. You can try and finagle your way to it from the top of the mountain just by running, but it's really not going to be easy. So you're going to run around this way, and we're going to climb up the side here. You can see it glowing right there. It's actually stuck pretty deep in there, actually. I just noticed that. That's a little odd. But you're going to want to pull this out. This will be stake number 8, and you will know it is stake number 8 because you will get an audio cue and a text box to pop up. Once you've seen that, you know you've collected all of them, and you're free to go to the seal and get your Ting Lu. You will also know you've collected all of them because there will be no chains on the seal anymore. There is no cutscenes, so you can go ahead and hop off your Cryodan and save directly in front of it to make sure you don't fail it, and go ahead and click on it. You'll hear a sound from inside, it'll ask if you want to touch it, and you will of course, and when you do, Ting Lu will break out of the seal, and you will be able to catch him. Now keep in mind, he is a dark ground type again, so you'll want to make sure you stack your team accordingly. And once you've gone ahead and caught your Ting Lu, you go ahead and start your hunt for the other 3 Legends of Ruin. If you guys found this video helpful, go ahead and leave a like, it helps me out a ton, and be sure to let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the legendary Pokemon Ting Lu, and as always, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch all of you guys in the next video. Peace!